have the power to heal in days, in weeks, in months, not years, not decades, not lifetimes. You have the power within you, the capacity, the awareness, the accessible tools to support transformation and elevation and expansion in every asset and aspect of your being. And I'm not just talking about biologically or neurologically, I'm talking about genetically. If you have experienced trauma, and hint, hint, we all have, if you're a human being having a human experience, you've either experienced personal trauma, collective trauma, ancestral trauma, societal, there's a whole lot. There's a whole lot that we're carrying that we're not even aware of. And you know what the best part is? With Dream Awake EFT tapping, you don't even need to know the exact trauma, stagnation, unresolved emotions to process it and let it go. Because it's psychosomatic. It includes the mind and the body. And trauma is stored in the body. So, first I want to say that I'm not a psychologist, I'm not a doctor, I'm not a counselor, I'm not a psychiatrist. I'm a facilitator of emotional freedom techniques, specifically the Dream Awake method. It is quantum healing. So I just want to specify that. And ultimately, you are your own sacred inner authority. Take what resonates, leave the rest. But I wish I had known the power of this technique years ago when I was stuck in cycles of complex PTSD, of anxiety, of depression, of being so disconnected from my life purpose, feeling completely hopeless and in a dark hole, until this method came into my life. And I remember the first session I did with my teacher, 20 minutes. I had never felt that kind of transformation before. Mind, body, soul, energy, emotion, spirit. I was in awe. So I want to talk, and I want these tools to be accessible and available. Oh, because we need them personally and collectively right now. And if this resonates with you, there's a reason. There's a reason you've come across this video. There is no coincidence. It's all the cosmic creative dance. And I'm so happy to be sharing this with you right now because I know the impact on me personally, professionally, and I see it with my clients day in and day out. And what a lot of people don't talk about is that manifesting is a healing process. We think that manifesting is getting things. It's not. It's removing all the parts of you that are conditioned, programmed, patterned to not recognize the truth of who you are, which is infinite possibilities. Stardust. You're a quantum being in the quantum field. But I want to talk about these 3 myths that I hear a lot around healing because they can really drag you down and then make you resist the process more. So the first I hear all the time is that healing takes a lot of time. It's a lot of time commitment. It's a lot of financial commitment. And yes, of course, there will be time and financial commitment, but healing does not take time, my friend. Healing takes intention. And with the right holistic, multidimensional tools, you can fast track your transformation and keep it sustained, right? We're not just here to heal. We're here to dig in roots of our highest expression and plant the seeds of our success and our joy and our bliss and our prosperity. And so as we expand and release the density and allow that divinity to come in, we're not clobbered by it. We're not overwhelmed by it. We are rooted in the fundamental brilliance of who we are to receive it. And then the second myth I hear a lot is that it's really draining and exhausting, healing. So with something like tapping, when we go into the places that are contracted, that are hurt, that are upset, that have been frozen in time for years, if not decades, a lot of the time we're healing things that our ancestors never had the capacity to heal. And I'm going to link an incredible interview I had that I was a guest on about intergenerational trauma healing with EFT tapping because it is so profound and I want everyone to have access to it. So when people say that, oh, it takes time, oh, it's draining, it's exhausting, there are moments, yes, of when you'll meet parts of yourself that need that rest and restoration, but you'll find that the more gunk, the more muck, the more limitation and resistance and fear and doubt and anxiety that you release in your being, the more trauma you're able to let go of and alchemize back into your highest power and potential, you'll feel lighter, more energized, more playful, more abundant, more cosmically connected, more expansive, more liberated. It's a beautiful gifting process of your life force energy. Like even the process of tapping itself, when we're tapping the meridian lines, that in itself restores prana and life force to the body. Even just tapping the acupressure points, you'll feel a profound relief. And then when we add in the modern psychology aspect, that just, it's psychosomatic. We hit new platforms of consciousness, or elevations of consciousness, I should say. And then the third, and I also want to say that Dream Awake, it's very different than classical or clinical EFT. It's another level. There's 34 different techniques we use, from ancestral healing to inner child healing to higher self healing to breathwork, NLP, that's neuro-linguistic programming, somatic movement, forgiveness, parts work. It is quantum healing. And so the last one that I want to share is that if you've I hear a lot of the time that if you've experienced trauma, well, then that's just your genetic destiny. And what science is now reflecting back to us is that we have the capacity to influence our genes. And this is proven. This is science-backed and evidence-based in tapping. Not only does our external environment affect our genes, our internal one does. Our thoughts, our emotions, our beliefs, our perceptions. All of that, oh, there's something on the sidewalk here. Our beliefs, our perceptions, all of that influences, I'm gonna run ahead here. All of that influences our genetic expression, and our genes are dynamic. So if you've experienced a trauma or have an ancestral imprint, you're not destined to live that forever. You have the power to change it biologically, neurologically, genetically. We're talking also about neuroplasticity, rewiring the networks in our brain. When we remove the protective patterns, keeping certain pathways in place, we're able to then examine, say, is this empowering me or disempowering me? And then choose a new destiny for ourselves and wire it in to our mind, body, and nervous system. And also, if we want to get into psychoneuroimmunology, it boosts our immune system. I mean, there's so many benefits. When you get out of survival and into fucking thrival, you are unstoppable. And what I love is that tapping is with you through all the gunk and the glory, through the messy moments, through the magical moments. It helps us heal. It helps us achieve our dreams. It helps us love ourselves more. It helps us essentially embody our highest chosen timeline and expression in the most sustainable and rapid and glorious way. So I hope these land for you. Let me know which myth was kind of questioned, or maybe you had thoughts about this too, and you now have some new clarity. You're like, oh, I feel empowered here, or I feel excited, or something feels possible that once didn't feel possible before. We're changing our beliefs right now. And if you want the opportunity to experience this one-on-one, all my EFT tapping sessions are currently 50% off. It is a glorious time to give it a go. If you don't know which one to choose, there's a free connection call and we can chat it out face to face. Or if you feel like a financial investment isn't the best thing for you at this time, I also have a free 45-minute on-demand guided EFT tapping session, Activate Your Artistic Vision. It's for anyone with a vision. We're all artists, I believe. It's for creative entrepreneurs, actors, artists, anyone who wants to co-create magic in their lives. And that's free down below in the description. And if you like this video, give it a thumbs up. Be sure to subscribe if you're new here, and meet me in the comments. Share what resonated. And if you don't know what to say, you can say, I believe in the possibility of healing and transformation. All right, beautiful friends. I will see you in the next video. Ciao, ciao, ciao. This is my morning voice. I have not warmed up to sing right now. But maybe I will sing because that is truly my most vibrant expression. Ciao, ciao, ciao. Mwah.